Coming up in the morning edition, heated exchange on land resolution in the Senate, several changes made to the proposed NHI, and the Minister of National Security on appointing a new commissioner for our correctional facility. And just like that, it's Friday and the weekend is here. Good morning and welcome to the Morning Edition. I'm LaDawn Davis. And joining us live here on the Morning Edition to tell us how things are shaping up weather-wise is Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean. Good morning, Basil.
Good morning, LaDawn. Taking a look at our tower cam, we have near clear skies out there, and that will remain pretty much that way, but there's some clouds coming. We'll tell you when, so stay tuned. All the details coming up later in the newscast. Satellite pictures showing frontal boundaries still stall out across the southeast. Bahamas, meanwhile, high pressure is building over the northwest and central islands, and that means an elevation in our winds during the course of today. Outside of our studios, just a few clouds, as you saw on the cam. 70 degrees is your temperature, relative humidity 82%. We have easterly winds around 8 miles per hour. The barometric pressure 1,018.7 millibars, that's 30.16 inches, and it is steady. Temperatures around the islands this morning: 71s in Marsh Harbor, Green Toll Key, also Freeport reporting 71 degrees. Yeah, and we're taking you into Crooked Island, 75 in Clarence Town, Long Island. Betsy Bay, Maguana at 76 also at Acklands, Ragged Island 75, and Matthew Town in Nagua 75 as well. The Turks and Caicos Islands at 77 degrees. And your boating forecast for today for all areas: southeast winds 12 to 18 knots, wave height 3 to 6 feet over the ocean with a moderate sharp, and that made small craft actually exercise caution throughout the islands today. Low tide 11:57 in the morning, high tide at 5:42 in the afternoon. And that's going to do it for your first look at weather, the morning edition. Stay tuned. Your forecast for today and tonight is still ahead.
Thanks a lot, Basil. See you later on in the newscast. Meanwhile, Vaughn Albury is standing by with traffic police to tell us what we can expect on our streets this morning. Hello again, Vaughn.
Thanks, LaDawn. We are on West Bay Street, just outside of Goodman's Bay. On my left, there are a number of persons exercising here on the oval here at Goodman's Bay. A number of them are wearing bright clothing, but so many of them are wearing dark clothing. Come tomorrow, there will be a number of persons where I am standing on West Bay Street. I might be one of them. And we're going to be exercising as early as 4 a.m. With me is Corporal Decory Bar of the Royal Bahamas Police Force. Good morning. On my drive here, there were a number of persons walking along the street exercising in dark clothing. Your advice, your recommendation, your caution to them.
First of all, good morning to you. Good morning, Bahamas. The advice that we want to give to joggers, pedestrians, walkers, anybody who would take to the streets is, especially while exercising in the wee hours of the morning, to wear bright clothing. It could never be a bad thing to be more visible for motorists.
There's also lights that they could put on their body.
Yes, that's a plus. We'd encourage you to, if you have them or if you can go and purchase them, to wear the lights. Like I said, just make yourselves visible to the motorists at those early hours in the dark. Things could happen, and we wouldn't want to happen.
And indeed, this could be used as a highway.
Yeah.
The speed limit is?
Well, on West Bay Street here, where we are near the Goodman's Bay, the speed limit is 35 miles per hour. As we travel further west towards Bahama, we'd see that the speed limit decreased to 30 miles per hour. So with the pedestrians making themselves visible, we'd also want to advise the motoring public to just, if you see these persons, first of all, adhere to the speed limit, and if you see these persons, there's nothing wrong with slowing down.
Well, that's a good advice. Also, this is the weekend. I'm hearing a little music in my head. I'm not driving right now, so I'm good. But there will be a lot of parties, a lot of drinking, and we know that it's a problem. People using their telephones while driving.
Yes, being everybody's in Super Bowl mode. So whilst persons may tend to want to party, we'd want you to do so responsibly. If you're going to party and consume alcohol, be responsible and have a designated driver. Texting and driving is always a no-no. We don't want to encourage you to do anything else other than pay attention to the road and the vehicle that you're operating while operating that vehicle.
Thank you, Corporal Decory Bar. LaDawn, I'm hearing a little bit of music in my head, something like Rake and Scrape, so I'm going to do my dancing right here. I'm hearing that song. Sandra! Hey, LaDawn, back to you in the studio.
Seems like you're having a great time out there, Vaughn. Now on to our top story this morning. Officials from the National Health Insurance Authority say they are still working on a fee structure for the newly revamped multi-million-dollar National Health Insurance Scheme. This following the announcement of the major policy changes to the proposed health plan. The changes include a reduction in the premium from 2% to 1%. The program is expected to be implemented on July 1st of next year. Managing Director Graham Whitmarsh explains how the new fee structure was developed.
We looked at each of the diseases. We looked at the population of the Bahamas. We looked at the prevalence of those diseases, how many people get them. If it was a cancer, we looked at what stage they presented, and we looked at what the care pathway was at each one of those stages, so how people are treated from that point. And then we looked at the cost of each one of those treatment events, and in effect said, there's a certain number of people we know will get it, there's a certain number will present at stage 1, we know what the cost of treating that is. We had cost data from the Public Hospitals Authority. We had to use some other data points to provide cost inputs from the private sector. We benchmarked it against costs overseas to make sure that we're in the region, and we're confident that there's enough money in the pool to treat them, but it was a very detailed exercise.
He said the plan was developed following extensive consultation with private insurers and other stakeholders. He also noted that the number of people who will benefit from the plan will increase moving forward.
Just under 50,000 beneficiaries today. That number's going to grow, as I showed you on there, to about 170,000. We'll introduce some of those services to them earlier. This will enable us to, we're acquiring some technology, a claims administration system, an electronic health record. The health record, I think, we should be able to have into our lead group of physicians by the middle of the year. The claims system will be a little bit later. It gives us the time to sort of make sure that that's functioning, make sure that the training is done before we roll it out to all the insurance companies and a much broader number of beneficiaries.
On Wednesday in the House of Assembly, there was a heated exchange between the Honorable Ramal Ferreira and the leader of the official opposition, Philip Davis. The housing minister tabled documents indicating discrepancies in the amount of a contract to Pritton, Bahamas, while Mr. Davis was Minister of Works. Davis defended himself and said that Ferreira inferred wrongdoing on his behalf. Thursday in the Senate, opposition leader of business Fred Mitchell, while debating a resolution for the transfer of land to the Minister of Housing, strongly denied any wrong on the part of the Progressive Liberal Party, to which Senate Vice President Mildred Hall Watson responded.
Whatever is in the public domain, there is no evidence whatsoever of any wrongdoing with regard to conduct by the last administration on housing. That's the point I'm seeking to make. And there's confusion about that, and our supporters and so on and so forth, so I want to make it plain. There is no allegation which can be proven, no evidence of any such conduct.
Well,
that's as far as I go.
I would just like to say that I understand your comment, but due to the fact that the matter is now been sent to the Committee of Privilege, I think the outcome of that examination by the committee will give us the final determination as to whether anything was or was not found.
National Security Minister, the Honorable Marvin Dames, says a new commissioner of the Bahamas Department of Corrections facility is expected to be announced to the public in the next 2 weeks. He says the new commissioner will be a Bahamian that's committed, trustworthy, and the best candidate to lead the correctional facility to the next level.
Our first choice has always been a Bahamian. Because what we intend to do is that we're building an organization for tomorrow, and so once we would have selected the new commissioner, we're going to put a new executive team around that individual, and hopefully that executive team would be a combination of young up and coming officers as well, because we often speak about succession planning. This is very important to us, and we intend to do that with all of the agencies moving forward.
The The 31st annual Seoul Junior Jonkanu Parade is now history, with the government high school emerging as the senior high school division champions. 19 schools participated, including 2 from the Family Islands. LW Young Junior High School is the new junior high school champion, while Tarpon Bay Primary School defended their crown once again, winning the primary school division. And the Big Apple Academy was the top place finisher in the preschool category. Organizers are calling this one of the best Junior Jonkanu parades in recent history. Full details to come later on in the newscast. Stay close, we've got more news right after this. You're watching The Morning Edition.
It's time to get some love from your bank. Make your 2019 financial resolutions a reality by getting up close and personal with your friends at Fidelity. Make it a date with free financial planning, debt consolidation, and an ASU savings account. Plus, discounted fees and a chance to enter to win exciting prizes like all-inclusive weekend getaways or dinner for 2. Terms and conditions apply. Fidelity, we're good for you. 12 schools, 5 islands, 1 big stage. The Music Project presents the 3rd annual High School Pop Band Competition, Saturday, February 16th at the Botanical Gardens. Come witness the nation's hottest high school bands from Exuma, Andros, Grand Bahama, Bimini, and New Providence in fierce, high-energy competition with special performances by some of the Bahamas' leading entertainers. Gates open at 12 noon and the competition kicks off at 2 p.m. sharp. Tickets are available at Airbrush Junkies and all participating schools.
Trying to figure out what to do this weekend, our Jiminy DeSwain will help you with that. But first, you have to catch the feeling.
The grounds at John Watling's Distillery on Delancey Street are already being transformed for the 2-day True True Bahamian Festival. The festival, now in its 4th year, honors all things Bahamian and plans to have something for everyone. But for those of you who will be in the area but looking for other outlets that offer Bahamian things, then maybe you may want to chat with Sonia Bo Adderley.
We want Bahamians and we want the tourist to know that we're here. Everything that we have is Bahamian made. And I think that's a great shopping experience for anyone, Bahamian or tourists alike. We have items that come from Andros, from Long Island. I have persons right here on island who actually design and make things for us.
There are straw crafts from Long Island and the colorful Androsia prints in footwear.
We have, the different type style bags that ladies love, the clutches, if you're just going out for the evening and you don't want to take too much. And these are from Long Island. I have someone right here who makes these. And, you can't leave out the raffia. That's really Bahamian. That's what started the straw market. And so persons like the color, and everything tells a story.
And if you want cultural ornaments, then artist Eustace McPhee offers those at the pop-up as well as other canvas and artworks. Sonia explains what it means to be Bahamian.
Bahamian is our uniqueness. We have so many creative, talented people, and I feel like, if our country is inviting people, they need to invite us. That is what we're about, our culture, people seeing what we do. And that's my aim and focus for here.
There you have it. This is, of course, the Sonia Things located at Delancey Street. There is something here for everyone, beautiful items. And, of course, if you're feeling the True True Bahamian Festival on the weekend, you probably want to come on and pop on into Sonia Things, which is just right next door. For Catching the Feeling, I'm Jiminy DeSwain, ZNS Network News.
Thanks a lot, Jimonita. Now, Judah the Lion has been performing, yes. Bahamian song artist, has been performing since 2010. Judah, welcome to the Morning Edition.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
So talk to me a little bit about your new single.
It's called Hallway. It's produced by a Bahamian living in LA. It's called Sci-Fi. He's actually a Grammy winning award-winning producer, and it's just a song. It's a feel-good song about connecting with that special person and just going on adventures and just exploring each other. You know what I mean?
So that's just in time for Valentine's Day.
Exactly.
So are you still with the truth?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And talk to me about your performance. What are you going to perform for us this morning?
I'm going to perform Hallway for the first time on national television and in general. This is actually the premiere of the single today.
Now, you've been performing since 2010. What has that been like for you?
It's just been a whirlwind of different experiences, meeting new people, you know what I mean, just growing in knowledge and in music, you know what I mean. It's just been a wonderful experience.
So I'm excited to see what you're going to perform. So ladies and gentlemen, Judah the Lion. Whoop.
Yeah. Judah the Lion, yeah, killing every song. Hey. Please don't take it the wrong way, but come link me in the hallway. Wear what you want like it's Monday. Done with the work, let's all play. Come inside, come get away. No, that's right, you knew right away. Don't you dare throw it away. Save something up for a rainy day. Hey, I'm feeling incredible. Write my name down in ink, make it indelible. Yeah, interdimensional, man, I'm floating away. Up it is edible, and I gotta say hi. Whenever you pass me, I don't gotta say why. You know what it is. I hope you have a safe flight. Matter of fact, together to be on the safe side. Let's fly together, baby. Yeah, here we go. Be my co-pilot, away we go. Tell them be quiet, enjoy the show. Don't rush this all, give you time to grow. Please don't take it the wrong way. Come link me in the hallway. Wear what you want like it's Monday. Done with the work, let's all play. Come inside, come get away. No, that's right, you knew right away. Don't you dare throw it away. Save some up for rainy day. Rainy day. Come and wash the pain away. Don't know why you stayed away. Now we dream while we stay away. And I'd be insulted to see you sulking without a smile up on your face. When you bring it to me, it is my duty to double up the love we made. And I say, here we go. Be my co-pilot, away we go. Tell them be quiet, enjoy the show. Don't rush this all, give you time to grow. Please don't take it the wrong way. Come link me in the hallway. Hey, wear what you want like it's Monday. Done with the work, let's all play. Come inside, come get away. No, that's right, you knew right away. Don't you dare throw it away. Save some up for a rainy day.
That was the awesome sounds of Judah the Lion. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Morning Edition. Don't go anywhere. Sports is up next.
Tourism today. Bahamas tourism today.
A complete explosion of culture is just days away. Come February 2nd and 3rd, John Watling's Distillery will come alive with the 4th annual True True Bahamian Festival. Mouth-watering food and authentic craft will be on full display, and there will also be thrilling entertainment throughout the day.
Like all of the previous years, we expect to get a full cadre of Bahamian entertainers, some of the hottest entertainers that are going around. We're going to have Lady E. You know, she's very vibrant with her dancers. We're going to have the Spank Band there. And there's no True True Bahamian event without Junkanoo, of course. And the Cacique Award-winning Junkanoo Commandos will be closing each one of the days. We also have Gerald Cash, Children's Junkanoo. And these different entertainers entertainers allow persons to interact with their performances, and that's an element that the True True Festival is really gung-ho on, having persons interact and get that full feel of what it is to be a True True Bahamian.
The Bahamas Ministry of Tourism and Aviation is a major sponsor of the event. Deputy Director General Allison Tommy Thompson says it's easy to see why.
It's an opportunity for visitors and Bahamians to come to a nice, safe environment where there's lots of food, lots of drink, lots of entertainment, and they can actually learn more about the Bahamas. So, you know, we've got the storytelling, we've got the food, we've got the drinks, we've got the junk canoe, we've got the police band, we've got entertainment in the evening. So it's just like a full immersion in true Bahamian things, all in one place, in one weekend.
The event will begin each day at 10 a.m. and end each evening with a Junkanoo rush out. For more information, contact the Bahamas Hotel Tourism Association at 502-4206. I'm Candia Smith, and this is Tourism Today.
Good morning and welcome to your TGIF Look at Sports. Well, after taking a break for the Junior Junkanoo Parade yesterday, the government school basketball playoffs will be bouncing back today at the Kendall G. Isaacs Gym. In junior girls play, Coach Patty Johnson and the Little Lions of HO looking to win this one and move on to face the T.A. Thompson Scorpions. First, they have to get by Nikita Knowles and the SC McPherson Sharks.
Yeah, but I'm going to make sure let the girls stay grounded and let them know that, nobody's ordained to win. In order to win a game, you got to work for it. So we're going to go back and see if we could work on all our mistakes.
I would like to see a little bit more dribbling. They're afraid of the ball, apparently. Pass the ball around. We didn't do too bad in our free throws. That's basically how we got most of those points. And so they will just have to build on today.
Junior boys game should go right down to the wire again after the CHS Raptors pulled off a 1-point win in Game 1. Fighting Tigers of AF will be coming out to play.
Just very much work on the mistakes. That's all they can boil down to right now. Just work on the mistakes, we come forward the next game, and hopefully we can close it. It's very important because at the end of the day, we need rest. So as quick as we can end the series, we can get more rest and we be prepared for the next round.
So we have to remain fundamentally sound on defense. We had a few opportunities where we were out of place, and that really caused them to get into position to score better. They made probably about 1 or 2 jump shots when we didn't close out properly on rotation, and that's one of the things that killed us because they drove to the basket.
Anatole Rogers Senior Girls will bring the close-out mentality when they run with CV Bethel and take the sting out of the Stingrays.
And we're trying to close out the game too. We're trying to come out, execute, tighten up on the defense, and clean up some of those turnovers, and so we can keep the ball game ahead of us.
And this senior boys matchup should have the gym rocking back and forth. CC and CI needs no explanation.
We got to prepare. We got to go back to the drawing board, prepare for CC, because they are a very good team, a well-coached team. We got to defend the three-point line much better and control the young guys on my team. Have to settle down and understand game management. And that's what happens when in a young team we tend to get loose and not understand. But it's expected. That's why we're here to coach them, and hopefully we'll continue to have success.
It's just about these guys execute and have the confidence in themselves to be able to execute. But thank God it's the best of the 3. And we go back to drawing board to practice, and then we come back and be prepared for the next game.
Now, tip-off time is 4 o'clock with that junior girls matchup between HO and SC McPherson. See you at the gym. And that's going to do it for your TGIF Look at Sports. I'm Charles Fisher. Have yourself a great weekend.
If you are building or renovating, and if you want a one-stop shop, then We Buy You Sell, your windows and doors specialist, is the place for the highest impact, highest quality, fully laminated hurricane impact windows and doors, long-lasting PVC frame with steel in the frame, non-rust mechanism throughout the frame. We also have the best prices on porcelain, plank, and mosaic tiles. Visit We Buy You Sell in the old Hastings Tile Building on Robinson Road, or call us at 327-6427 or 698-1140.
Was it my fault? Did I dress too suggestive? I just want to talk. I was not ready. I said no. I can't tell my mommy this. She'll say it's all my fault. My daddy will beat me for sure. I have no one to talk to.
Let's talk. Call the Bahamas Crisis Center's free 24-hour hotline at 328-0922. Sometimes a conversation can change a life.
What I love most about working for the Bahamas Tonight is that we don't only focus on New Providence. We cover the entire Bahamas. We have a team here in the Northern Bahamas that is ready to bring you the stories, the people, and the news that matter to you. From point A to Z, from covering hurricanes to elections and everything in between.
Hey, have you heard? ZNS is everywhere you are when you download the new ZNS app. Whether you're on the move or just kicking back. Miss something on the news? It's there. Want to keep up with a live update? It's there. Or just want to listen to your favorite station? It's there too. Download the app now from the App Store and Google Play Store.
In our final look at weather, we have that stall frontal boundary across the southeast Bahamas working its way up over the central islands, but high pressure will continue to build during the course of the day. That means those winds will be elevated slightly. And our forecast for today, we're looking at partly sunny, a bit on the breezy side, 1 or 2 showers in the mix as well. The high temperature around 78 degrees. And tonight, mostly cloudy and breezy. Showers again developing now late and during the early morning hours with your low temperature getting down to 69 degrees. Extended weather forecast, upper 70s during the daytime, and your nighttime temperatures, they will remain in the mid to upper 60s. So beautiful weather heading into the weekend with just 1 to 2 showers developing tonight and tomorrow. LaDon?
Thanks a lot, Basil. Well, that's going to do it for the morning edition. Make sure to join us this evening at 6 p.m. for our 2-hour newscast. I'm LaDon Davis. Have a great weekend.
Judah the Lion, yeah, killing every sound. Please don't tempt me. You're necessary, I see it clearly. I need you near me now. Never been frenzy, some of them envy, but them girls are not frenzy now. Some boy don't even go outside, so cold we make it snow outside. DJ bring the noise, make me all out vibe. Just grab a girl and hold on, I wanna put you on my bike. Baby, shift gears, let me see if you can handle it right. Baby, if you taste it tonight, you gon' want it every night. Baby, if we touch and it's wrong, I don't wanna be right. Be right, you just sing you the songs you like. Forever, forever, until the end of time. Forever, forever, music control your mind. Forever, forever, blow up like a dynamite. Forever, forever. Could you keep my love? Could you keep my love? Could you want them? Could you be my love? If you need my love, baby, it's on them. You got the thing I love, the way you put it on me, sir. You make me fall in love. Your body have me in control. If you want my love, you will find out every day. It's like the sky out right there, I am never gray. Yeah. Libra is my sign, so balance the thing on the pipeline. I feel a way for that I find higher than a skyline, yeah. You're necessary, I see it clearly. I need you near me now. Never been frenzy, some of them envy, but them girls are not frenzy now. Some boy don't even go outside, so cold we make it snow outside. DJ bring the noise, make me all out vibe. Just grab a girl and hold on, I wanna put you on my bike. Baby, shift gears, let me see if you can handle it right. Baby, if you taste it tonight, you gon' want it every night. Baby, if we touch and it's wrong, I don't wanna be right. Be right, you just sing you the songs you like.